All right, so we're in here. This is I'm Shock Exchange, of course, and this is on Shock Exchange appeals ruling and copyright infringement lawsuit against Ta-Nehisi Coats. As you all know, I wrote this book here. It's called Shock Exchange. What's this book here? All right. It's called Shock Exchange. That's my song on the cover. It's called Shock Exchange: How Inner City Kids from Brooklyn Predicted the Great Recession and the Pain Ahead. Published in 2012, reviewed by Library Journal in 2013. It's basically captures the travails of the New York Shock Exchange. It's a travel basketball team and financial literacy program I was running started in 2006 for my son and other boys his age. When we started doing this, nobody was talking about the economy. Nobody was talking about the stock market or financial literacy for that matter. After we started, and the economy crashed in 2007, 2008, 2009, all of a sudden, financial literacy was all the rage. People thought I was crazy when I was trying to teach kids financial literacy and using sort of basketball as a carrot to do it. People thought I was crazy. Why do you care so much? The book is about, capture the travails of the kids, what they do on the basketball court, all we learned about the stock market, investing, and about the economy. And we noticed that economic trends, we were following economic trends every summer. We noticed these trends were getting pretty bad. They were deteriorating and nobody else was talking about it. So I started blogging about it. And I turned what we learned into a book. And Shock Exchange, when I wrote it, was groundbreaking at the time. Nobody was talking about this stuff. And I predicted the economy was going to get worse. There's going to be even worse downturn. And banks were going to fail again. And banks are failing just like I predicted. And the economy is in recession like I predicted. After all this money printing. Nobody was talking about this stuff. It's groundbreaking. Reviewed by Library Journal. It's unheard of for an independently published book to be reviewed by a major book reviewer. The top 4 pre-publication book reviewers in the country are Library Journal, Booklist, Kirkus, and Publishers Weekly. Only second time in history an independently published book has been reviewed by a major book reviewer. The other one was a book called The Revolution Was Televised by Alan Sepinwall, who used to write for the New York Star Ledger, and he was doing these reviews of these TV shows like The Sopranos, The Wire, so on and so forth. He was writing these weekly reviews for the New York Star Ledger and turned it into a book. Only twice in history this has happened. But according to some people who control the book industry and the corporate media, they have never heard of Ralph Baker or Shock Exchange. If you can believe that. Anyway, make a long story short, I filed a copyright infringement lawsuit against Ta-Nehisi Coats in September 2022 after some back and forth with him and his co-conspirators, also named about 20 co-conspirators. After back and forth with their defense attorneys, responding to their motions to dismiss, a magistrate judge dismissed the case with prejudice in July of 2023. I filed a rebuttal in August 2023, and the judge signed an order to dismiss the case in September 2023. I filed a notice of appeal in October of last year. I filed an appellate brief with the New York Court of Appeals in February, a month ago. So we're waiting to hear back from the other side about their response, so on and so forth. So that's basically where we are. It's been almost 2 years since I filed the case. Long, arduous road, but it's worth it to protect my intellectual property and my life's work, and the work that the kids did. Not just myself, but the kids at the New York Shock Exchange. Going out there playing basketball every summer, doing due diligence, writing due diligence reports, going to visit these stores or these companies that they invested in, following these public filings like 10Ks and 10Qs, and learning about the economy. And I just documented it. I wasn't sure if something would come out of it. I just documented it and then turned it into a book, and here we are. So, it was not just for me, but for the kids of the New York Stock Exchange and all the hard work they put in. So, it's worth it. And I have a right to defend my intellectual property. So, that's basically it. So we'll see where it goes, and I want to thank people for their support over the past couple years. As I was researching the case and found it, so on and so forth. So, especially the Stock Exchange appeals ruling and copyright infringement lawsuit against Ta-Nehisi Coates. Thank you for listening. Thank you.